Here's my Weathermatic SU360. I installed a 5/8 or 5/16 drive nozzle, which is really big. Decided to run it. This is one made with the Western Brass patent. A lot of sprinklers like this use the same design. I actually have three 360 design sprinklers. This one, a Toro, and a Nelson. I got this one from Frank on eBay about many years ago before I even got my pump set up. It really kicks that arm back. It's dealing with a lot of pressure. It has a real quick return also. These are really good sprinklers. I've seen a lot of them, the different brands out there. They're made with really good parts. The only problem is some of the 260s and the U61s have issues with the PJ tube coming off due to bad soldering, but I've only seen it on the 61 models, the half-inch brass impacts. I also have an Orbit 260 that I'm going to run as well, so it has a 9/32 nozzle. I'm curious to how that's going to run. And I've also got my 37 and a 104.75 Royal Coach. I cleaned the nozzle out of it. Hopefully it runs. Because last time it got clogged with rocks twice, and I just gave up at that point. When I got this, it had a 7/32 drive nozzle and a small spreader. Because I didn't have my pump, I was able to run it off a couple sources. It ran even better if I just ran the drive nozzle with no spreader. But it is really kicking that arm back. I'd say that arm's almost hitting the other side of the body. With as much pressure and kickback it has with that big nozzle. I got that nozzle out of my Nelson P65. That's a really big nozzle. It's really dumping out the water. So I need to find a way to repair this hose. Maybe I can get some hose ends and put them on there and just tie it together. So I could just get a whole nother hose, but you know, it still seems to be running pretty decent. Got a few holes that I didn't know were even there. I got this new heavy-duty tripod for my phone, so I can have it recorded and I can go mess with the sprinkler without holding the phone in my hand. Plus, it makes the videos steady, so I don't make my viewers sick. That was a couple of them had requested that I do this. So the first one that I got was it was okay, but the bottom broke. It would no longer stand up. So this one's made of metal. It's a lot heavier and more heavy duty. It's also for the DSLR cameras or phone. So if I decide to get one of those high-end DSLR cameras, it'll support it. Which I don't know. Those are kind of expensive. My phone does a pretty good job as is, so it takes 4K video. This does a pretty good job with that big nozzle. It gets really far out. I'm not exactly sure how much water it's dumping out. I'd have to see a spec sheet. I'll try to find one for this. I'm assuming any 360 with that size nozzle, and I'm assuming it applies to all. This one was rebuilt actually when I got it. You can see it's still got the aluminum type body and brass arms. It still looks like it's new, so Frank did a pretty good job of rebuilding it. It seems to run really well. That is a quick reverse on that sprinkler. One thing about the spoon drive 360s, if they have good bearings, they're in good shape, they return really quick. It's that spoon. The spoon on it really helps in reversing. I'm surprised it doesn't get hung up on that trip because it's going way past it when it kicks the arm back. So, all right, well, thanks for watching.